Let's go to Cobra Commander calling from his secret lair. Cobra Commander, you're on Free Talk Live.
Hello, Mark. Hello, Ian.
Hey.
Cobra Commander, what do you think about innocent civilians dying?
I think it's a terrible thing.
What do you mean?
Really?
I'm
I thought
surprised.
Cobra was all about innocent.
I teach very good control to my Vipers. They only attack other aggressive enemies.
Oh,
You
really?
know, you're not the worst terrorist out there, then, I must say. I mean, you certainly are a cut above the average government. So, I mean, what do you think about this idea, Cobra Commander, of getting rid of nuclear weapons? Do you agree?
Well, you don't have to worry about that. I have already taken care of it. I have secretly stolen every nuclear warhead and replaced it with a warhead filled with kittens.
You
are really going for my vote this year, aren't you?
Cobra Commander, you could get mine. If it really depends on what do you intend to do with these nuclear weapons you've stolen.
Well, that's a secret now, isn't it?
Well, I mean, if they've only got kittens inside them, Mark, it doesn't really matter.
No, he's stolen the other ones and filled.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
He's taken the warheads. Which now, did you get some ICBMs? Because you have to have something to deliver these warheads with, right?
No, Mark. I just took the warheads themselves. I've got my own delivery device, if you will.
Well, I will. What is it?
Pigeons.
Pigeons. Nuclear pigeons. I see. Well, what's the plan here? I mean, you don't hear about nuclear devices being delivered by pigeons every day.
Yes, but there is a lot of pigeons in the world, so there's no way they can stop all the pigeons.
Well, I say, somebody has to put these pigeons to work, and maybe that's going to be you.
Lazy pigeons.
Now, I know you weren't calling to answer our questions tonight, Cobra Commander, but you've been very generous with your time. So I know you're a busy guy. You've got terrorism to take care of around the world.
World to take over.
So tell me, what was it you were calling about tonight?
Well, I would like to mention one more thing about the warheads that I filled with kittens.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I did it a couple of years ago, so if anybody launches one, it'll probably just be a bunch of kitten skeletons strewn about.
Well, it could be full-grown cats, too.
Possibly, but they don't have anything to eat, and I don't believe anybody's been giving them water.
How many kittens, though? I mean, like the strong kitten could have continued to survive. If there were two strong cats, then there's cat
there was
carcasses.
Usually above 30. Is how many I could fit in there. There's different sized warheads. I could fit different amounts of kittens in.
All right, so go on, sir. What were you calling about tonight?
Oh, yes. I've thought of a new plan to get rid of my political enemies.
Really?
Yes, I have a crack team of Vipers right now.
And what are Vipers, just for the folks that don't know?
Vipers are my henchmen.
Okay.
Anybody who works for me is a Viper.
Gotcha.
They have different titles, there's the Cyber Vipers, they're my computer guys, and there's the Mop Vipers, which are my janitor.
Does it upset you?
Do they all have to wear the face mask thing that Cobra wears?
Yes, they have different colors depending on what their job is.
Does it get uncomfortable to wear a face mask all day long like that?
I don't hear any complaints.
I bet you don't.
So, does it bother you at all that the U.S. government is, they've got a team called the Viper Squad that goes around and, they set up TSA checkpoints at the train stations and bus stations in the country? Does that bother you?
Well, the thing about the government's Viper team is it's spelled wrong. It's they don't have an E in it, I think. It's probably has something to do with the government education.
Yep, that's right.
Right, only the government can misspell a 5-letter word like Viper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So so go ahead. Tell us more of your plans. What's coming up? What's coming next for Cobra
Commander? Were you running for president?
Yeah, you are running in 2012. Yes.
Yes, but that's where my plan comes in. Okay. Anybody who is running against me will soon have a picture released on the internet of them with their Johnson out.
Well, what about Michelle Bachmann?
Yeah, she will have a Johnson out too. Yes.
So wait, your Viper team is going to somehow accomplish this task? I mean, because somebody like Ron Paul, it's likely he hasn't taken any sexting photos.
Well, I've got a crack team of photoshoppers.
Aha. Well, now that you've given it up on the air, I mean, don't you think people are going to figure it out? I mean, some people listen to the show. It's not the most widely listened to, but somebody's going to hear you talk about this. And then if a picture of Ron Paul comes out with his penis hanging out of his pants, then they might know that it's been faked by your team.
Yes, but all I'll have to say is that you guys are 9/11 truthers or something, and nobody will believe you anyway.
That much is true. Yeah, once you say something like that, you're just disqualified entirely.
So what's next for the campaign? I mean, what are you focusing on right now?
Well, right now I'm focusing mostly on Johnson's.
You do have to get the right Johnson, match it up with the
yes,
the right person.
You have to have the right color and
the lighting is very important when you're doing these fake sexy pictures.
Do you think you guys have interviewed Ron Paul before? I was wondering if do you think he would have a Prince Albert?
I'm stunned.
Oh, God. Now we have to explain what a Prince Albert is. Thank you, Cobra Commander.
Go on the internet and search it on Google Images.
Oh, my. A Prince Albert.
A Prince Albert is a piercing.
No, it's more than that. It's more than a piercing.
Doesn't it go through the urethra?
Yeah.
It's and like through the glands?
Isn't a Prince Albert a rod? No, that's a prince's wand. I was thinking about the prince's wand. There's one where they actually stick a rod up the urethra of the penis. That's the prince's wand. So you're right. The Prince Albert is just like a regular piercing, isn't it?
I think that the Prince Albert goes through the urethra and up through the top of the glands.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, it's a bad idea, folks. Never do things like this.
Yeah, I don't think that I would have to answer his question. I don't think Ron Paul's into that.